offensive game you guys had. This is without Devin. What do you feel like you guys executed well offensively tonight?
Yeah, I mean, just our spacing and our reads, and knowing what our purpose was, with each lineup. And we spent a lot of time after the OKC game, not just focusing on the plays, but the combinations we have out there. Like with this group out there, and especially because we're deep into our bench, with this group out there, this is the package, this is the menu we want to go through, and then we change quarters and we got a different group out there, and this is the menu, and our guys are executing that, bringing more purpose. I think Bradley Beal the last 2 games has done a phenomenal job organizing us. There's a lot of talk about us having a point guard, not having a point guard. He's doing a great job playing point guard for us. Playing a point guard, like leading our team and quarterbacking. And there's not even a lot of point guards around the league that can touch the paint the way he can touch the paint. So he had 8 assists tonight. Could have had a lot more with the guys making more shots, but he's doing a great job for us.
Curious with Grayson, obviously the 7 threes in the first quarter set a franchise record. He gave us his pregame meal, but it's got to be more than that. What are you seeing with him offensively?
Head coach tells him, I want you to make your first 7 threes. If you can make your first 7 threes tonight, let's try to do that. He's okay, great. Well, I'll try to do that, and he went out and did it. And so I credit myself. No, I mean he knows his role in our system. He knows if he has any airspace, we want him to shoot it, and he's a great shooter. You know what I mean? I think everybody knew he was a good player, when he's coming in, but he's a great player, and he's playing phenomenally for us. I joke around with him a lot, but I just grabbed him and just told him how much I appreciate what he's done for our team this year, because it's been phenomenal.
One other thing I had was at the end of the game, I saw you put the ball in his hands, let him do some playmaker. Is that the next step for him as a player?
Well, I think it was when Brad. Yeah, I mean, there's certain actions, where we want Brad to, be the recipient, or Brad is not in the game. Brad's not in the game. We don't have Nurk out there. He's got to play point guard. So I mean, again, invaluable. All the ways that he's contributing for us.
This is the second straight game where Nurkić dealt with some foul trouble, and Drew's been able to come in and make some impact plays. What have you liked about him being able to respond?
Yeah, just the activity. I mean, he's so physical, so athletic, and when he plays within himself and stays away from turnover type of situations, he's really good and does a great job finishing for us. Battled through a lot of switching situations with some of the lineups. When they're shorthanded, doesn't always make them a worse basketball team. They become different. And they play with more shooting out there. They play with Kelly Olynyk, who's a very difficult 5-man to guard. And we wanted to get into a lot of switching, and Drew allowed us to do that. But he stepped up big time.
What do you like about Royce since he's arrived?
Steady, man. He gives us a steadiness and a calm out there, and he makes subtle, great plays. You know what I mean? Stuff that doesn't always show up in the box score. Eric Gordon comes in and hasn't really got going. The ball swings in. Royce got a wide open 3. He goes one more to Eric. I don't think Eric made it, but just the awareness, right? That he brings to our team. Kev was struggling to score in the post. We get into a blender situation. He had a 3. He goes, nope. I'm gonna redrive and get one more to KD. KD hits a big bucket, and that opens up the rim for him. Now he starts to get going. He defends. He's a high IQ player, and he's giving us a big lift.
Toronto was at something like 6 points in the paint midway through the second quarter. How do you like the execution of denying that, but at the same time denying the 3-point line as well?
Yeah, we didn't guard the 3 well enough, but they were shooting a ton of them. I don't know what they ended up with percentage-wise, 36%. But they were on pace to shoot over 53s at halftime, and that's the way they've been playing of late. We knew we had to continue our paint emphasis, but really fly at their shooters. And Grady got going early, quickly got going, but it's a multiple effort type thing.
To expand on Kellen's question about not defending the 3 well, how do you plan to clean that up against Boston, which basically has a 53 plan per game?
Yeah, I mean tomorrow's our prep day. We'll guard all the go over all the action where they get their 3s. They got guys that shoot 3s in your face, and in step back ISO situations. So I'll dive into them tonight and tomorrow morning, and we'll have a good plan put together.
Coach, when you even just think about the Boston game, you were coming off the big win at Denver. Obviously, all eyes are on that Boston game. How your team responded tonight, considering they could easily win?
No doubt. It could easily have been a trap game. But we said this morning we've lost too many of these games, with games we feel like we should take care of our business. But throughout the course of the season, we've been shorthanded a lot, and we let a little too many get away. But we want to make sure we got that game. Is the only priority for us. The Boston game was not. Denver doesn't count as 2 wins. Had to get this win. So our guys was really proud of how our guys came in and took care of business.